All right, welcome back everyone to Silverrun Forest episode 8. It is early morning. We paid our $75 already for our hotel, and we are off to do some bulldozing today, which is probably on the... Oh, sorry, car. You were going a little fast, though, to be fair. Be fair to me. Oh, we'll see if it'll actually load us in here. There we go. I haven't loaded into this map since the game updated, so it might take have a couple little stutters here and there, but we'll see how it goes. We're gonna take this truck, which we leased, down to our, well, down to Richard's place, so we can hopefully get some bulldozing done. All right, hopefully that's the last guy there. Beautiful, looks clear. Okay, good to go there. So hopefully we get the bulldozing done. Yeah, I think he said, what did he say? I guess in November or December, whenever they can get out there. I guess it's not going to get too cold, hopefully. But he said that they're going to come out and do the rest of the excavating. So we're going to get just kind of like the general part of it done, and then they're going to come in and really dig down and do like some other really crazy stuff over there and get some stuff really ironed out for him. So yeah, so ideally today we'd also haul a load of rocks if we at all possibly can. We'll see how much Richard pays us for getting the bulldozing done. He said to get what we can done over there, and then we call it good there. And then he said that we should be able to maybe do some forestry work up in some of his areas soon for him, so that would be kind of nice. He does have all the equipment for it. It's not all down here yet, but the other thing he might do is hopefully maybe have us transported down here so he can store it down here. I don't really know all of his big plans, but yeah, so I don't know what Richard's got coming for us next, but ideally what we'll do is we'll get the bulldozing done in this episode, hopefully, and see what else, and hopefully get another, again, load of rocks with our truck down there hauled away. Get a sip of coffee there. Nice morning coffee. Made it at the hotel. It's good. Okay. Here we are. We're gonna need to park this guy out of the way, so we'll park him, I think, just over here will be fine. I don't want to run that rock over. There we go. Yep, that's definitely far enough off the road. Okay, so we're just gonna bulldoze all these bushes and everything else and get it done. That is our plan. Let's see what we got up there in terms of everything. Yeah, lower plow, allow create fields. We'll need to do that. Okay, so we should be able to. I don't know if the front plow will actually do anything. I don't think it actually will, which is kind of a bummer. It would be cool if it did, though. Well, there's a stump there we missed. Richard, where are you at with your stump grinder? We'll have to have him come back down here and get rid of that. But regardless of that, we're just going to plow in here and get what we can get done. Pretend like we're bulldozing, I guess, because it's really what we can do. But yeah. Yeah, we'll get all this just bulldozed in here and good to go. Yeah, he just wants us to get kind of the general area bulldozed in. Actually, probably, I don't know how he wants us to. I think probably just push it forward, the dirt forward like we're doing now. Probably the best way to go about it. Let's see if we can do some of this from in cab. This could be kind of interesting. Back us up here. I know there are mods out there that have bulldozers that actually will do stuff with the front. We need to back up probably a little bit more. He's going to take all this out, I think. Our main goal is to get rid of all these bushes and junk. Must be another stump there or something. What are we getting stuck on? Weird. I guess this goes both ways. That's kind of nice, actually. That's odd. I don't know what we're getting stuck on right there. Yeah, she doesn't want to pull up that way. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if we'll do a whole lot of farming in this series. Again, our main focus is to try to hopefully start a successful logging industry. So we came out here. Yeah, this is, oh, there we go. Maybe I just need to lift up that front plow so it actually can get some traction. That's probably got something to do with it. There we go. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to think. I do tend to do a series where I clear some forestry out and I start my own farm. We definitely could do that on here if we wanted to do that. Very similar to my Willamina Forest series. It is still a little dark out. I'll probably get some lights on there. But I don't necessarily have to do that. Let's back up here. I could do it on a different map, or I could do it on this map, so we gotta have the combined series. But let me know what you guys think about that. Kind of all what you guys want to do. I'm enjoying doing the kind of the roleplay aspect of this, so I've been enjoying that. All right, we'll pull a little further forward. We want to get over a little bit more. There we go. Just drag that. There we go. Drag those bushes out of the way. There we go. You can do it. Just plow right up through here. Right over all these bushes. You're gonna love that it's chopping them all out of there. I know the blade, it'd be kind of cool if the blade was doing work, but that's all right. The plow in the back is pretty cool still, that it's doing some of the work. We're missing a whole bunch, of course, because I'm in cab driving. But that's still pretty sweet. I should have used some of the land clearing pack. I did think about using some of that on this, but we might eventually. There we go. Pull that guy forward. Get that all plowed out through there. I think we'll go just around this way just so I can kind of set up an edge for where I kind of want to go to. There we go. Shouldn't take me too long probably to get this knocked out, so maybe Richard will have some other jobs for us as well. But we'll see what Richard wants and thinks and stuff like that, and I'll obviously have him come take a look at the job we did before we get too crazy. But follow this right out to the road. Maybe not too close, but pretty close. Get rid of all these plants. There we go. Ooh, get a little bit more of that. Perfect. But yeah, we'll get some good plowing done. This is kind of fun to do. It's strangely satisfying. Kind of adding to the construction aspect of things. I could have used the terraform mod, where it allows you to kind of do some terraforming with equipment. I don't think this would have been one that would have worked with, but it does allow you to do quite a bit of stuff, which is pretty cool. Get that little bit that I missed there. Let's get back down here so we can actually plow it up like we're supposed to be doing. I think this thing darn near goes the same speed in reverse, though, to be fair. Yeah, 13's not that much slower than 18. There we go. But yeah, we are just plowing away, getting stuff done. There's some stones there. I love it. Stones getting plowed out there. And then after we get this part done, then the excavating crew can come in and they can actually do all this stuff. That's their part of the construction company. So they'll come through and actually get everything really squared away the way it needs to. I'm curious if that bush right there... Oh yeah, that should be able to plow that one over. I'm curious. Yep, okay. Nice. Starting to get this baby dirty. I love it. We're finding more stumps that Richard's gonna have to come back with this stump grinder to take care of, but I'll call him and let him know. I'll probably just have him bring it up here when he comes to take a look at all the excavation, because we should be able to work around it for the most part. There we go. Beautiful. But yeah, all right, guys. I'm gonna keep working and getting some of this stuff done, and I'll bring you guys back in later on once we get some of it done and probably all of it done, and have Richard come out and take a look and see what he wants to do. So probably about lunchtime or so is probably when I'll see you guys next. So I'll see you guys then. All right, welcome back in, everyone. So the job is done. We can just take a quick aerial look at it here. Beautiful, large area for a shop. He said the excavation company might trim off a few more trees if they need to get them out of the way. But he says that they know what they're doing, so they'll get that all all squared away as needed. I like that track up there. So yeah, perfect spot for a shop, I think. Really good area there. I'm a little jealous it's not going to be my shop, but regardless of that, Richard's happy with how it turned out. He came and knocked out some of the stumps, and he said that's perfect. Also dropped $5 grand off for us, a $5,000 check, which I deposited using my mobile app on my phone in game. So there we go. So now we just got to get everything loaded up and return to the store, and then we should be good to go. I talked to him about what to do in the future. He said for today, he said he doesn't have anything for us to do today. However, he said before he moves his equipment down here, he said that in the wintertime he is just going to keep it up there and try to do some more forestry with it. But he said he's probably gonna be busy working with stuff with the shop and getting other stuff squared away and stuff like that. So he did say that he has a typical agreement that he does with his people that do forestry work for him, where he does a share-based system. So if we use his equipment, which is what we're gonna have to do because we don't have our own equipment, we can use his trucks to transport and everything like that. He said if we use his equipment, we get to keep 40% of what we make off of the trees, and if we use our own equipment, then we get to keep 50%. So which is kind of nice. Very nice of him to have that option available. Obviously for us, we have to keep just 40% for now, but that's great because we don't have to plant the trees or wait for them to grow or anything like that. They're already good to go for us, which is awesome. So there we go. And I don't think, I want to say that that skid steer is leased as well. Let me just figure that out real quick. I think we can just do it with you guys in here, honestly. We'll just switch over to Richard's farm real quick, and we will take a look at the shop. Leased equipment. Okay, no, it's not. So he owns that guy. I wanted to make sure. Oh, I'm assuming, where's the bulldozer? Does he own this thing? Oh, I guess it is owned. Well, we're gonna return it anyways. It was supposed to be leased. So there we go. We'll actually just keep on Richard's tab for now. If you ever see the money in a weird spot like that where it's really high compared to what we are used to having. Oh, do we need to lift that up some more? Yeah. There we go. That should hopefully do it. There we go. Hopefully wrecking the rental truck and trailer. There we go. We'll drop that down. And then we'll drop that down. That looks a little odd. Drop down, so never mind, we'll leave that up. Shut that baby off. And then we'll get it all strapped down here. It's strapped? I strap it? There we go. Okay. Perfect. Let's get this returned to the shop. They'll be happy to have it back. And I also moved the time up to 5 times. 3 times just seem to not be going quite as fast as I kind of time out things to go on the series. So I've been skipping a little bit of time here and there. So I think that this will be a better way to go about it. It also puts a little bit more pressure on us to make money and stuff like that, which I kind of like that feature there. So in terms of us, we have about almost 20 grand. We do have to pay off the rest of our loan. We're still going to keep making payments on it because we don't have any early payoff bonus to it. So it's just, we have to make the same amount of payments anyways. So we're still just going to keep paying that off. What I'd like to do for the rest of today in game is we are going to, well, first we're going to return this. Richard's paid us for our work. And I think tomorrow we're going to go start doing some more forestry work and stuff like that. The other problem is too, do we have a truck at the shop? I don't, oh, do we have, we might have a truck at the shop to drive back over there. Getting rides places has really just been kind of a hassle. Richard's always happy to give us a ride, but still, it's like I'd rather not call him if I can avoid it. But anyhow, we're going to do a load of iron down here, and then we are going to, I would like to find a way to load it faster because it takes a while. It takes a long time to load it with our current method. So I would like to find a way to load it better, which maybe we'll take a look in the story here. There's some things in terms of what we could possibly lease. Now, obviously, we need to make sure we don't lease them under Richard's name here. And the shop did start a new program that if you buy the stuff new from them, or you want to lease the stuff new from them, they'll do a lease to own. Oh, we do have a pickup truck here. That's great. They'll do a lease to own program, which is really cool. So yeah, let me go tell the shop this is here real quick. But yeah, so we can do a lease to own program where we kind of lease the stuff from them, and it's all good like that. So, but yeah, let me go give them their stuff back here real quick. All right, got rid of all that stuff, and we're good to go now. But if we take a look at some different options, obviously this is Richard's account, so we're not going to buy anything or anything crazy like that. The easiest way to load iron would be a belt system. However, Don't think we look at this guy. Well, this might though. I don't think you can load into this from. I don't think you can load into it from there, like there to there, because this is a cheaper setup than doing this plus the other option, which I don't know what this even. That's only wood chips, anyways. But if we did this plus this guy right here, that is the typical option where you hook them up. But that thing's 38,000 versus this guy's a little bit cheaper. And I think this guy would go probably high enough to be able to load into our truck. This is like an extension belt, and I don't know if I can hook that other trailer up to it or not. So what I might actually do real quick, just to do a quick test run, I might just kind of, by test run, I'll test it out in game, but I'm just going to talk to the shop, if you will, about what the options are. So I'm going to just check with them and see what that is, and then I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Okay, so after some testing, I have some good news and some bad news. So the good news, if we go to belt systems, this guy will hook up to this guy. However, the bad news is this guy does not go very high in the air. That's about as high as he goes. It goes a little bit higher. So it doesn't go crazy high in the air or anything like that. So it literally is kind of, it's just kind of useless for other than just moving it a further distance. But, and to lease both of those, I think, what was this guy to lease? Let's take a look. Lease this guy is 918. And this guy to lease initially is 255. This is only 50 per day. So it'd be 255 plus 50 per day. That one's super cheap to lease. And then this guy would be 180 per day. So after we get the initial cost out of the way, which is about, $1,200 for those two, we'd be able to do a lot better, I think. However, let's take a look at this guy. How expensive is it to lease this guy? Okay, $1,900, but per workday, 380. So we're looking at $400 a day. We can make that back really effectively. So I think we can make this work if we wanted to do that. However, to save the extra $1,000, what I do want to do, if we go to the map, is I want to take a look up here real quick. We're just going to do, this is just quick experimentation, looking around. Yeah, there's nowhere where we really could get a height advantage to do that. So I think we'd have to do that. And I honestly, I'm going to have to pay the shop to deliver them up here because there's no way I'm going to want to drive those up here. And the shop has flatbeds and stuff like that. And to lease a flatbed, it would be, we have to lease a truck too to haul a flatbed, and we're getting a lot of cash out that we can't really afford to get out. So I might ask them how much it's going to cost them to deliver. Let's top down. That was just a theoretical. We appeared there theoretically for a second, but we're still down here, obviously. So I might actually have that happen. Just I think that'll be a little bit easier. And we can switch back to our main account as well. Let's join that. Yes. Okay, so we can switch back to our main account. So yeah, 19 grand. After we have it, it's actually not that expensive, so it's not going to be a big deal to do it. We might even be able to get 2 loads done today, and I think that'll just be a lot faster for us. So I think we should do it. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do that at some point. I think we're going to do that. I may not be today necessarily, but yeah, I don't. It's tricky. It's tricky. The other thing that I want to start thinking about is we need to look at land that we can buy. This I did think about buying. It's only $39,000. However, it's not super usable, but we could do a few things down there maybe. Most of the chunks of land, 90,000 actually for that's not bad. Oh, 63 for that. That's not bad right there. If we wanted to build some, I don't know. I was just thinking like a place for us to build like a house and stuff like that. That wouldn't be bad, but then we couldn't do any forestry. Who owns this? We could potentially buy that from them. 23,000. That's like the initial starting plot there. That'd be kind of cool to start there. There's some smaller areas up there as well. 16 grand for that little chunk there. The problem is access to that little chunk would have to come. It's even kind of isolated from this, but it would come from that. So we'd have to drive up that way or up that way. So that would probably be fine. Because again, there's the rule out here at the access roads. You're good to go. I don't think there's any like smaller affordable chunks of forestry. I think out here we start getting some pretty big chunks. So that actually might be a good starting spot for us to take a look at. You know what? Let's go take a look at some land today. Actually, you know what? We'll do some iron hauling in the morning if we want to. Yeah, let's go take a look at some land. I think I know the way to get there, theoretically. So we'll see how this goes. Honestly, this chunk down here by the store is actually kind of nice too, but this is a big chunk, isn't it? It's a big chunk. That's 105,000. Again, the prices do vary a little bit, but that one is crazy that we can afford that. Oh wow, we can afford that right now, and it's 72% overpriced. So we would wait for that to drop. So we really could afford that. This guy right here is only 44, so we could buy that pretty quick after. So we need to go survey this and then come up around, take a look at that as well. Because that would be really nice if we could start getting our own land, just so we could maybe put like a little place for us to save, you know, even just to start, we'd be saving $75 a day. We have a place to park our equipment if we need to. We need to go around this way, I think. Yes, okay. Is it that would, again, that would be the other option, is this chunk of land right here for 23,000, which is actually really cheap. A little hilly, to be honest. There's not a lot of really usable forestry there. That's why I'm a little worried about up here. But I think is this hill? Is this hill the... Yeah, this big hilly area is the chunk that we're looking at. So really crappy for forestry. We would probably have enough trees on there to make back our money, but it would be really difficult to probably clear cut that and get the trees off it. Yeah, look at that. That just looks awful. Actually, some of it down here is not too bad. This area here is pretty flat. But if we come up around here, is there even an access over to that chunk of land? That's the other big question. So while we're up here, we're looking at, to the right, we have that chunk of land, and to the left is the area we were looking at buying, which there's no other access road. It's just, if we go into flight mode here, it's this little chunk here. This little chunk that's between these two rivers. So there's not a lot of usable land there. And we really don't have a way to get over there other than just trekking across the river there. Because I don't think you can even... I don't know how hard it'd be to landscape or build a bridge over this in the game, like in just reality. But so we have some options. I suppose. But time-wise, we don't have a lot of options. I think we actually need to wrap up the episode. So next episode, we will hopefully get some iron hauled, and we might actually do it. We'll probably still do it today in game, but we'll get that taken care of, and maybe we'll start getting enough money to actually build ourselves or buy ourselves our first chunk of land. So on that note, I am going to let you guys go. So if you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.